Bismillah, Assalamu alaikum. Bismillah, Alhamdulillah, wassalatu wassalamu ala Rasulillah wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa man wala amma ba'd. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. It's your brother Abu Aayeshah Shuayb. Welcome to yet another session of um, what I call, I will change the name now today. From today, this lesson is going to be called Weekly Live. Like I used to call Weekly Live Islamic Fahm class. I think it's a very long title. Simplified Applied Islamic Sciences. Simplified Applied Islamic Science. So let me know if that title makes more sense to you. Okay, and we are going to do part 4 today. And from the verse, let's just jump directly into the verse. So for last we did هل أتاك حديث موسى, and we are going to continue from there. هل أتاك حديث موسى. The next إذ نادى أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم إذ نادى ربه بالوادي المقدس طوى. If I do the word to word Urdu translation, जब नादाहु उसको पुकारा था रब्बुहु उसके रब ने बिलवादिल मुक़द्दस तुवा मुक़द्दस वादी तुवा में. And you know the otherwise English translation is when his Lord called to him in the sacred valley of Tuwa. जब उसके रब ने उसे तुवा की मुक़द्दस वादी में पुकारा. So now this is a well-known واقعة, well-known يعني incident, well-known, you can say a miracle, a miraculous meeting, because it's the first time Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala called upon, a human and spoke to him directly. Allah did kalam with Musa alayhi salam directly. And so this meeting was really special. And subhanAllah, as we go on with these verses, you realize the why, the hikmah of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, why he did this, and how greater of a mission he called Musa alayhi salam to. So اذهب إلى فرعون إنه طغى. Go to Pharaoh, go to Pharaoh, for he has exceeded all limits. He has done طغى. What is طغى? طغيان. What is طغيان? In the Arabic language, it means a person who passes the red line, who passes all bounds, who crosses all bounds. In Urdu we say sarkashi karna. So izhab, this is like an order, a siga of order, that, or kaha ke jao, and Allah commanded Musa to go ila Fir'aun, Fir'aun की तरफ, innahu, bila shubha उसने, ये सीगतुल हसर में से है, innahu, bila shubha उसने सरकशी की है, he crossed all limits. And imagine Allah saying this about one person to another person, meaning Allah choosing Musa alayhi salam as a Nabi, and telling him what's his mission is, who is the enemy, and what's the mission, what he needs to do, what's the message that he needs to give, So फ़क़ुल हल लका इला अन तज़क्का, फिर उसे कहिए, फ़क़ुल फिर उसे कहिए, हल क्या, लका तुझे रग़बत है, इला अन तज़क्का इसकी के तू पाक हो, you know, if we go, और कहो क्या तू अपने आप को पाक करने का इरादा करता है, you know, like would you purify yourself, and say would you purify yourself, do you intend to purify yourself? So it's like an open-ended question, a straight question, that do you really intend to purify yourself, and this is what we need to ask ourselves. And then submitting your, and then the second part of it is that, you know you need to keep your niyyah pure and your heart pure for 99.9% of your life, because you don't know when death is gonna overtake you, when your time is gonna be up. When your time is up, you don't know. So you have to be ready, and you have to fear Allah all the time. There's not gonna be any time when you can relax. All the time, shaitan will attack you, and he will attack you when you will be in your comfort zone, when you will get easy. That is when you will attack. So he does not attack you much in Ramadan. He does not. The shayateen are chained anyways, and the big shayateen. And so he does harm you in the Ramadan, but not that much. But he harms you around the year, rest of the year, so much, you know, and you can feel the damage even in Ramadan. That whole year's impact, you can feel it in Ramadan. You will struggle to pray 5 times. You will struggle to do miswak and to keep your, you know, you will struggle not to watch movies and dramas and all that. Like you will really struggle if you have not learned to tame your nafs, control your nafs around the year. Then how can you control yourself in just 1 month? And even if you do manage to control yourself for 1 month, that's not gonna benefit you for the rest of the year much. Think about it practically. Yes, Alhamdulillah, there is hikmah and there is benefit some the year. If you're not a fasting person, then definitely Ramadan will benefit you. But needless to say, think about it. We are 12 months, and just by fasting in 1 month, can it really last for the whole year? So you need to understand that this is how the Sahaba were thinking. They were not Muslims only in Ramadan, or they were Muslims, or when the war is ongoing. I just saw, I was here when India Pakistan war broke up, and almost stand up, don't lie down. Whenever you feel sleepy, stand up, stay standing here, इधर खड़े रहो, जाना नहीं है, खड़े रहो यहाँ, इधर ही खड़े हो, जाने को नहीं कहा. That's what our teachers taught us. When you're in the dars, and shaitan tries overtaking you, all of a sudden you fall sleepy. अभी फिल्म लगा दें, एनिमेटेड फॉरन देखने बैठ जाओगे, आंखें चकाचौंध हो जाएंगी, है कि नहीं? लेकिन जैसे ही कुरान की बात होगी, हदीस की बात होगी, तो शैतान आ जाए, नींद तारी शुरू हो. तो व्हाट यू नीड टू डू, उलमा कहते हैं जाके ठंडे पानी से मुंह पे पानी मारो. पहला तरीका अपने आप को फ्रेश करने का. दूसरा तरीका, खड़े रहो. फिर बैठ गए हो, खड़े रहो, बैठना नहीं है. खड़े रहोगे तो फ्रेश रहोगे, बात सुनोगे. खड़े खड़े थोड़ी सो सकते हो. अब और से बात सुनो. 10 मिनट 7 मिनट की तो क्लास है, कोई लंबी क्लास थोड़ी है. अभी वैसे 10 मिनट हो गए हैं, ठीक है. तो बस इसी स्लाइड पे क्लोज करते हैं आज क्योंकि हम like both of us have slept very less, few hours, maybe just 2 hours in between Fajr and Zohar. And because we didn't want to sleep over and miss Juma and rest of the salawat, so we stayed up. But then now Aisha is already done over here. It's 9:15 right now, so we really need to sleep immediately. Else we won't be able to get up fresh for Fajr. So that's it. Inshallah Ta'ala. Just to show you, I have done the slides. I have done my work. So the slides are there. Just to show you. I thought of doing till 26 because these are just short verses, you know. But I don't like to run through them quickly. I like to take time to explain them, get to the depth of the feeling of these verses, and then try to explain to you what they mean for us, how we can implement them in our lives. For the household, the head of households, for the housewives, for the kids, you know, this is guidance that we all need. So I think let's do this one as well. Let's do this slide as well because it's just small verses. Let's finish off with 21. Okay. So فأراه الآية الكبرى. No, before that, this is وأهديك إلى ربك فتخشى. So we did last فقل هل لك إلى أن تزكى وأهديك إلى ربك فتخشى. And I will guide you to your Lord so you will fear him. मैं तुझे तेरे रब की तरफ हिदायत दूंगा ताकि तू उसे उसे डरे. Basically, you know, Musa Islam is giving the da'wah, the ultimate da'wah of Tawheed. See, he's not telling him to pray. He's not telling him to leave killing innocent children or leave zina or leave, other vices. He's not asking to leave luxuries, leave this, leave that, because all those issues are secondary issues, which Allah can forgive. But what Allah cannot forgive, that he thinks that he's God, he's playing like God, and he has arrogance, and he associates partners with Allah. He associates himself with Allah. Imagine that. Rub for all his people in Egypt, and so people should bow down to him. People should worship him. So imagine a person who believes in Allah, but he has lost it. He has lost his mind. The money and the power of the seat has gone so much into his head that he starts assuming, he's beginning to believe that he himself is in competition with God. You know what I'm saying? So then what happens? So Musa Islam is trying to, you know, Musa Islam wants guidance for him so that he does not enter hellfire. And فَأَرَاهُ الْآيَةَ الْكُبْرَى. Then he showed him the great sign of the staff and hand. So फिर उसने उस अजीम निशानी को दिखाया आसा और उनके बेसिकली चमकता हुआ हाथ था, सफ़ेद चमकता हुआ हाथ ग्लोइंग हैंड, और वो भी अपने दिल के अंदर उनका हाथ चला जाता था, बाहर निकाल के ग्लोइंग हैंड होता था। एक ये अल्लाह ने उनको जो है मुजज़ा दिया, मुआजिज़ा। और दूसरा मुआजिज़ा ये था कि अपनी वो आसा, अपनी स्टिक फेंकते थे और वो एक अजदहा बन जाता था, एक सांप बन जाता था। तो these were clear signs given to Musa alayhi salam as miracles, so that perhaps, you know, he would see the signs and he would believe that Musa alayhi salam is just a messenger sent by Allah, and what he's inviting to is true. It's real, it's true, It's not like his personal opinion. He's not coming and giving offer of follow me. Musa alayhi salam is not saying to Fir'aun, follow me, or give your kingdom to me. Or he's not giving his opinion. Rather, he's saying, he's sharing an event that something, you know, unnatural and something divine, something huge, something big happened, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala directly decided to speak to him and give him the prophet's mission, choose him as a prophet and give him the specific task of going to Fir'aun and inviting him to Islam. This was a mighty affair. It was a mighty affair. It's not something uh, small, And imagine Musa Islam himself, if you read the Tafsir in detail, he freaked out. Like initially, he freaked out when he saw the stick becoming a snake and moving, and his hand, even hearing the voice of Allah Subhanahu wa Taala. Obviously, initially he freaked out, but Alhamdulillah, like Allah, uh, you know, told him, "Don't fear me," and like Allah consoled him in a way. And but then what happened? Then the ayah goes on, the final ayah, and we close here. Um, فكذب وعصى فكذب وعصى तो उसने झुटलाया और नाफरमानी की, you know, but he denied and disobeyed. उसने clearly ठुकरा दिया, disobey कर दिया। उसने आगे से मजीद तकब्बुर किया, देखा कौन देखा कर दिया, उसने इग्नोर किया, you know। और आगे उसने फिर क्या किया, आगे जो उसने चीज़ें की वो उससे भी बड़ी हैं। वो हम नेक्स्ट सेशन में डिस्कस करेंगे। परहैप्स हम कल सुबह भी इसको कंटिन्यू कर सकते हैं। ऑलराइट, बिकॉज देयर इज आल्सो क्रिसमस आ रहा है नेक्स्ट वीकेंड, और so I want to make a separate video on, guiding the new Christians, new sisters, कुछ sisters Islam कबूल किया नया नया, and I just want to guide them. Or every now and then, a lot of people are accepting Islam, especially the Jews and Christians. So I think they really want to know. They need to understand Christmas is just right there. How to deal with it? It's a serious issue. So I'm gonna talk about that tomorrow. Perhaps I'll do 2 p.m. or uh, 4 p.m. somewhere around, or maybe the same time tomorrow night, perhaps. Normally, I have longevity OST tomorrow, but I will try to do a special session tomorrow on Aayeshah community, and tell you about the how Christmas affair, how to deal with the issue, because that is important. And yalla, let's close it here. Hope this benefits someone. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله.